Hi, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined in studio now by Mr. James Nelson. He's the CEO of Solar3D Incorporated. SLTD is their stock symbol. Jim, always good to see you.
Good to be back, Don. Thanks.
You know, Jim, we're seeing a resurgence of interest in solar, and even with the administration's kind of running away from the green energy sector because it's kind of been bad for them from a publicity standpoint, but people are buying up product. What's going on?
Yeah, they got battered last year. The administration did it the last couple of years over some of their policies, but that has nothing to do with the fundamentals of the business. I think when we had coverage last year with you, I mentioned to you over and over again that it's about the economics of the business, not about policy, not about fads, not about anything else, fashionability. It's about the economics of the business. The fact is, over the past 12 months, we've seen prices drop dramatically on solar cells and solar panels. We've also seen interest rates stay low, and so it's financeable, and more companies are figuring out how to finance these things profitably, both for commercial organizations and for individuals in their homes.
Well, do you think, being in the industry, so to speak, that this is a permanent thing going on? Is it temporary? What's your take on it?
Oh, no, this is going to be a lifelong, as long as you and I live, we're going to see a big shift moving all this period of time from the energy we have now through utilities to personally owned green energy. And the reason for that, you can take an example from the computer industry. You look at computers back when you and I were kids, and they were these massive computers, and people had access to them through time sharing. And gradually, it was kind of all of a sudden, and then gradually, complete adoption of personal computers. And now, I suspect that 99.9% of your computing is done on your computer at home or your computer in the office, whereas none of that was done before Apple and IBM came out with their personal
Well, when you
computers.
think about it, we have 1,000 times more power on these handheld devices than they had in the computers that put men on the moon back in 1969.
Exactly right. And so the same thing is something in human nature that they want to control what they depend on in their lives. The same is going to happen with energy. There's going to be, in fact, I wrote a blog on it. If I gave you my blog, you'd think I was smart. A year and a half ago, I said that it was going to be the case where businesses and families were going to want to control their own energy. They're going to want to own it and have it on their homes. And that's going to happen, and we'll see it happening over the next 20, 30 years.
So what do you think, then, are the greatest opportunities available in solar, not only in the years ahead, but in the coming months?
Well, like I said, it's all about economics. And so the greatest opportunity, of course, is what we're doing, which is coming up with something that produces much more energy for a lot less money. And so developing the new solar cell or something like it that will do that is the #1 opportunity. The second greatest opportunity is also very exciting, which is, since this is going to happen over the 20, 30 years that you and I will live the rest of our lives, installation is going to be huge. And it may sound funny because it's not an exotic or exciting thing, but the fact is that innovation happens in America, manufacturing is going to happen elsewhere. But the biggest market in the world for green energy and solar is going to be in America. And therefore, people like Solar City and all these small guys, most of the value's gone up in Solar City already, but there are a lot of small guys who are going to really thrive in this new environment.
Well, how are things progressing for Solar3D? I mean, I know there's a lot of excitement going on.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm going to have a big announcement next week, and I'll be able to tell your viewers next time we get together. But we'll be able to talk thoroughly about some of the exciting technological advances that we're making that have really gotten us that much closer to full manufacturing. So we're getting there. It's coming.
Once again, the company is Solar3D. SLTD is their stock symbol. Jim, every time you come on here, the more information about the industry, and now a little teaser about a big announcement. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Thanks so much.
Great. Thanks, Don. Great being here.